Hey again, everybody. It is Dry Fire and Live Fire Monday today, and today we're going to talk to you about the importance of the most fundamental aspect of putting the stinking shot where you want it to go. I'm here with ASP Chief Marketing Officer Neal Widener. He is a monster of this, probably the best that I know, so let's talk about it.
The new Mantis X10 firearms performance system has all the goodness of the original, plus holster draw analysis and recoil analysis. It's a fantastic upgrade, and I recommend it highly.
Neal, once again, tell everybody what you do at Active Self Protection, bro.
I am the chief marketing guy, so I line up the different sponsors that we do, the different events that we go to, scheduling and all of that kind of thing. Do a lot of testing of products of people that potential sponsors that want to work with us, test their stuff, make sure it's kind of the quality that we want to share with the folks that watch our stuff.
So how that affects you is that if you want the Cover Your ASP tour to come to your town, email Neal at activeselfprotection.com, and he can make it happen. People email me that stuff and I go, I don't know how to do that. Actually, I just show up and teach. So, you know, Neal's the guy who actually puts it together. So, most fundamental thing when we're teaching brand new shooters or when we're trying to help somebody get better is we can't diagnose. You know, everybody wants to go fast and do double akimbo, you know, and shoot all the bad guys and run blitzing fast USPSA stages. But the reality is that we have to start from this place again of gripping the gun, sighting the gun, triggering the gun, and making the bullet go where we want with no other variables.
Right.
I'm not talking about drawing the gun. I'm not talking about doing all the other stuff. I'm not talking about blitzing side steps. All that stuff is fun. But, you know, I see people do that and they can't, you know, run a real tight group. And if you can't run a real tight group first, then I don't know that you've mastered grip, sights, and trigger.
Right.
So what are your keys, Neal, for grip, sights, and trigger when you're teaching?
You know, the biggest thing is to get a consistent grip and a good grip that's a good quality grip. So the gun is out, you've got everything covered and got a hold of it, and it's consistent every time you present.
Yes.
So the way that I tell people to build that consistency is in the dry fire, you're not reholstering between every shot in dry fire.
But you're resetting your trigger every time.
Resetting your trigger every time. So this hand's coming off. You've got to keep your strong hand on there. But as you marry up in the same place every time, and then that will transition to your draw.
Right. So now I'm going, okay, cool. I get my grip on the gun. So again, when we talk about it, active self-protection, and you hear me say this all the time on the channel, 3 things: grip the gun, sight the gun, trigger the gun, because you do them in that order.
Right.
You got to grip the gun first, right? So when we grip the gun, go watch the grip video, make sure that you understand the science behind recoil management and grip. We're going to push front to back on the gun from your dominant hand side to side with, for those of you who are jiu-jitsu folks or wrestlers, think about a gable grip, right? So I've been saying this a little bit. This is one I haven't said on video though, that rather than gripping around the gun, when we're doing stuff, when we get a gable grip, we're gripping like a C-clamp, right?
Yep.
And so when we're getting that C-clamp grip, C-clamp and C-clamp is what we're looking at here, not gripping around with our fingertips. We're gripping C-clamps. So let's get those C-clamp grips. And really what we want to do then is, as I've got both sides, I got all the parts of the gun covered. Again, watch the grip video. Drive the gun out. Sights are pretty simple. Use the bumpy things on top of the gun, equal height, equal light for those of you who are iron sight shooters. And for those of us that are red dot shooters, put the dot where it belongs. You're gonna have a little bit of dot wobble.
It's gonna move.
But that's okay, right? You want an acceptable dot wobble in the target area that you want. Once we have that, if we grip like tar with our pinkies especially, right? Press the gun straight to the rear and keep it in that spot until the shot breaks. Great. Leave that there as a little bit of follow through, reset, and go to town, right? So, this is a good thing to do in dry fire. Just get 10, 15, 20 reps of just click, reset, click, reset, click, because I'm myelinating this idea of I want that shot to break when I tell it to, right? And I think this is one of the cool things that the Mantis does. It's like the most basic thing on earth is a 10-shot benchmark. This guy's a monster at the 10-shot benchmark. So I think what we ought to do is let's see what the difference is between dry fire and live fire, you think?
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna let Neal shoot a benchmark here. Again, 10 shots, grip the gun, sight the gun, trigger the gun, and all this does is just makes you really think about that. If you don't have a Mantis, well, guys, what you gotta do then is you just gotta really focus on that front sight and say, if it moves, I did not get a good rep. This just gives you some objective measurement of that, right? So we're gonna do 10, and then we're going to then go and go to the range and see what changes then. I'll bet you it changes a little bit.
Can I give a disclaimer? This is a new trigger to me.
Oh, look at him. He's trying to give himself an out already, you freaking cheater.
Come on.
Go ahead, 10 shots, get after it. That's a better trigger than you had.
It is. It's a
weirdo.
great trigger.
That's a Gray Guns VP9.
Are we started?
Yeah, you're in there. Oh man, he gave me hope. In case you didn't realize it, Neal's probably one of my best friends on earth, so you know how guys are, we give each other garbage. Man, I thought you were good at this.
I'm not.
It was a 96.9, bro. See, now the pressure's on. He's used to doing this, but not on camera.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah, you flinched that shot a little bit, didn't you?
Up. Push it up.
Did you really? Oh, you healed it. Okay. We'll see in a minute. That was a pretty good shot.
Was it? It felt good.
It took you forever, but it was okay. Yeah, that was a good shot. That was a Neal Widener shot right there. Yeah. 4 more to go, buddy.
So here's the thing I see with the people is they do this too fast.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and if you're really trying to myelinaate and figure things out, you got to slow down a little bit to get it down.
Totally.
So at speed, it's there.
Yeah,
so
totally.
If you're buzzing through the benchmark in 30 seconds, you're not really.
You're not. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're doing a 30-second benchmark.
That's
I guess.
true. I guess.
It's that compress, surprise, break one. Okay. 93.8 on that one.
Oh, really?
3 more. Yeah, really. Oh, that was a Neal Widener shot.
Was it?
Yeah.
It felt horrible. See, you're just trying to get in my head.
All right, an average score here of 94.7.
Oh, okay.
Which, okay, for mortals is a fantastic score. For Neal, he's going to complain about that. And what you see there is high 97.4,
Yep.
but that 86.7, and it wasn't that bad. You just healed just a tiny bit, and that was enough to do it, okay? So that's Neal's best right now. He rocked that 94.7 average. Let's see how I do. See about Neal getting in my head. Reset that to P30, would you?
All right, are you ready?
Benchmark, here we go.
Here we go.
You going?
You're on.
You're on it. All right. Very good. I'm actually going to come here just so I've got a spot to aim at. Oh, that was a good shot.
We're trying to be good.
Oh, yeah, is that what we're doing?
I want you to know that.
So I have an IDPA target on the wall here, and I'm aiming at the A, and I'm trying to keep it on the A the whole time and break and stay on the A.
And stay on there. If you could quit shanking, I might appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll try.
It's really hard to keep sponsors when you can't do it.
When you don't use their stuff well.
Nice.
How many more I got?
3 more. I would give you some advice, but I'm not gonna.
Right, but I'm not gonna because I want to beat you.
Nice. That's one of your best ones for.
Really?
Like, yeah. Well done. 96.3.
Okay, I'll take a
Crushed
96.3.
Crushed it.
Do I have?
Couple of 99.
Oh man. And let's see, really nothing below 94. So I'll take that. We need to take a picture of that so that everybody can see it.
Well done.
Thanks. So if you see, some of those are a little bit longer, a little shorter there, 6-7 seconds each. The honest truth is, I think on this, anything above 90 is rocking.
It is.
Anything above 95, I don't think the unit can actually tell the difference between 96 and 98. But that's what our benchmarks are. And I think this is the fundamental to being a great shooter, is being able to really catch this. So let's go do some live fire, see if it changes, huh?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.